Our North of England reporter Sangeeta Lal has the latest.
She was a trusted neonatal nurse, now accused of murdering multiple newborns in her care. And today the jury were given a first glimpse into what Lucy Letby may have been thinking at the time these murders are alleged to have happened. The prosecution showed the jury this note, found in Miss Letby's home after she was arrested in 2018. Some comments were read out in court, which said, "I am a horrible, evil person. I don't deserve to live. I killed them on purpose because I'm not good enough. And in capital letters, I am evil. I did this."
Well, there was no reaction from Miss Letby, who denies all the charges against her and listened to the prosecution from the dog. But then it was time for the defence to speak and explain why they don't think she murdered or attempted to murder anyone. And their first evidence was the exact same note the prosecution used, except they chose different comments to read out in court.
They told the jury Miss Letby wrote, "I haven't done anything wrong. Not good enough. And I'll never have children or marry. I'll never know what it feels like to have a family." The defence claimed this note was the anguished outpouring of a young woman in despair and argue the prosecution's theory of her guilt is based on coincidence. The prosecution says she was often the only nurse in the room when baby suddenly collapsed and died. But the defence say the evidence shows Miss Letby was on shift, but that doesn't prove where she was. And they've asked the jury to consider whether there were failings of care by other staff or the unit as a whole. The jury also heard that no one could say why a baby deteriorated or died, and that Lucy Letby could not be the only person who was blamed.
Well, this was a significant day in this trial because it's really the first time we've heard from Lucy Letby through that note, which both the prosecution and the defence are using as evidence. And hearing from the defence today for the first time, they're going to say that this trial must be based on the medical evidence. So far, we've heard from the prosecution, who allege Lucy Letby murdered babies by forcing air into their stomachs. Today, the defence said that excessive air in the abdomen is something that can happen after a baby dies, something they're going to try and convince the jury of over the next 6 months.